Thank you guys for watching Papa Pong every Tuesday and Saturday night here at Bunky's on Horizon Worlds. Thank you for watching.
Hey, all space family. This your
Any alcohol or tobacco use or anything along those lines is part of the guidelines.
My controller's
And
stuck.
which is because when I did get monetized, when they asked me to be a part of it, my first question to them, or what I said to them was, you realize I own a bar, right? Like that's the space that I own is a bar. How am I going to not have alcohol there? I mean, alcohol use, but the alcohol, that's like what a bar is. And, there was ways to get around it. But for me, the beer pong, like, that's something that I've always wanted to be here. So, all right, if I can't have the name beer, what should I? It was actually a creator, Cheeks. She was like, you should call it Papa Pong. And, just kind of like the name Papa Hoppa just like rolled right off the tongue. And it was like, that actually sounds dope. So at the time, I was actually building her a custom table, which she was the first person that I built a custom table for. And so I was building one in her world, and I was going to put beer pong it. And she's like, no, make it say Papa Pong, and let's just see what it looks like. So I saw it in the text and I was like, oh, that actually looks dope. It's dope. Yeah, let's call all tables Papa Pong. Then, so that was the first thing I did when I came back in here was I changed it to Papa Pong, and then it turned into the whole tournaments and everything after that. So, yeah, that's how my username became Papa Hoppa. That's how Papa Pong we kind of came that name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, DK, there's a mic behind you.
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh, you raised your hand like you were gonna ask.
Hey,
So, any other questions for Papa?
No, I don't got a
Me on a
question.
Tuesday night.
You asked them.
I got a question.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any
question.
questions or anything? Oh,
That's
Garrett. Okay.
hilarious.
Okay, so I got a question.
Hi.
I know.
It's a question a lot of
Try to.
entrepreneurs really think about
This
these
guy.
days, and that is, what is your month to year to 5-year plan for Papa Pong if you have, or Papa Pong Bunkies if you have one?
It is.
So month to month.
It's also
What was it? Month to month, year to year,
Month
year,
to year, 5-year, or let's say
month to year to
month
5 year.
year. Just think
Okay.
month to year.
I gotta go
Yeah,
get my
so
charger for my headset. I'll be back.
for me,
Okay.
I actually always think like that. It's hard for me to think of a 5-year plan in here only because this is still so new, right? So thinking about a 5-year plan, it's smart when it comes and when you have something, but still everything is brand new to me. So it's almost just kind of going month to month to seeing. But
Nice.
for me right now, it's about what can I do? What can I how can I push the limits? What can I do to keep people engaged, in here? So every month what I try to do in here is something different. Whether it's something I've seen other people do, other creators do, or try to be unique, and I'll try to do something in here. When this place started, it was more of like a dive bar, right? Like the games weren't really like a big part of it. Now, I feel like the games kind of overtook this place rather than the bar. So the bar was more the focal point. Now it's the game. So it's really like a day to day. Like I come in here, and I'll just see what people are doing and interacting with, and I listen to everybody. Every says, I think should be like this or do this like this, or it'd be really cool if this could do this. And obviously, you can't do what everybody wants, right? But what I do is I take all that information in, and then I think about like, okay, how can I implement those things in here for the users, the people that come in here that enjoy, like what are people doing? So every month I try to think of something to keep people engaged. Um, for the year, I mean, Bunkies, I'll just keep updating it like that. But for me on this platform, within a year, like I have other worlds that are coming out. I got other ideas. So my plan is to really just not only do it for me, but link up with other creators, scripters, other people, even up and coming builders and scripters that maybe if I can help them put them on, and kind of them out there. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's no like real set plan for the month to month or year to year, which um yeah, it's a good question for sure, but right now I'm kind of just taking it like day to day or month to month. Thinking the yearly is
Yeah.
I haven't even really thought of that yet.
It's almost hard to think year to year because so much changes,
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, think about how far we've come in the past year.
Hey, past
This
3 months. What happened in the past
3 months.
man?
I mean, a
Hey,
week
Papa.
in here is also like almost a year in real time. It feels like, like so.
Yeah.
It's and like I said, everything is still so new in here. It's like it's kind of hard for me to like say there's no we're making the path in this space, right? So like there was before this in this space, right? Like so we don't really have guidelines or like things to follow by. Like everybody's just kind of doing it. Everybody's trying to make their own path and trying to do their own things, put the limits, and I think people are achieving that currently. So
Yeah.
it's hard to have
I got a
that
question.
year plan until, but yeah,
I got a question, sir. Is it true that you have a
Yeah, yeah.
dog?
it is true that I have a dog. Yes,
Yeah, you have a dog. What kind of dog you got?
a white German Shepherd.
Like Game of Thrones?
Yeah, just like Game of Thrones. Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
He's
And what other world?
he's about this high,
Wow.
this big, about almost 100 pounds.
Wow. You're cool.
Yeah.
And what other worlds do you have coming out? Do you have? We want to know the worlds you got coming out.
Yeah, so I just dropped the Bunkies Amphitheater because we actually had Harles Mack and Chris Kane and Baby Shay. They actually came up and they performed. We had two shows, so that was a new world that I just dropped recently. Which the plan for that world is to continue to. It's a venue spot, so it's not going to be a super popular spot, a bar where you come hang out, but people to do venues. We can do all types of shows.
That's
I also
badass.
have a game world that is pretty much ready to be released right now. There's a glitch in meta that we're just waiting for it to be fixed, and once that's fixed, it's going to be it. So that game's called LCR. It's a dice game, and
Nice.
Crabs.
yeah, so that's going to be released. I'm just waiting once code block issue. Once that code block issue is fixed, it could be published tomorrow. It could be published next week. So the build's already done. It's actually published, but it doesn't work.
That's all under Bunky's umbrella, right? It's gonna be all Bunky's.
Yeah. So it probably won't have Bunkies in the title. The amphitheater does. It's the Bunkies amphitheater, but everything that I do is going to be sponsored by Bunkies, or in the realm of Bunkies for sure.
That's dope. So you got like places coming. You have like 6 places almost.
Yeah, I got some other creations in mind. I got a lot of ideas, man. It's just finding the time to execute those ideas is really like that's the most difficult thing, because I work a full-time job. I got a family. I'm only in here for a certain amount of time, so finding the time to be able to create these worlds is really the tough part.
Stripper? You daytime job? Like your 9 to 5?
Nah. I teach martial arts.
Oh, wow, you're cool.
Thanks. Yeah. I've been doing martial arts. I'm a 2nd degree black belt doing Taekwondo since I was 11, now 33. So yeah, I've been it my whole life. I've been teaching since the age of 10. And
so cool.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Taekwondo, that's cool, man. That's no joke, man. The teaching. What do you teach, kids or adults?
I teach all age, from ages 3 to adults.
And what do you like? Who do you like teaching more, the kids or the adults?
You know what? I actually don't have like a favorite. The 3-year-olds are fun because it's fun to watch like the little kids like run around, and they're learning structure. They're still learning themselves. Then ages from kids, it's really cool to see these